In life there are certain times where things happen and they kind of shake you and you have this rude awakening. And that happened to me on March 25th, 2015.
Something rare. First-hand reporting from Yemen. A war with Iran on one side, Saudi Arabia on the other.
A series of Saudi-led airstrikes that could be paving the way for boots on the ground in Yemen.
It's bombing with 100 jets, imposing a no-fly zone.
Entire homes here have been destroyed, yet many refuse to leave.
When I was younger, I started going to specialty coffee shops, and I would talk to seasoned green buyers. They would say things like, Yemeni coffee, yeah, it's really hard to get. It has these certain defects. But the best cup of coffee that I had was a Yemen. And so my idea was like, how can I replicate that one cup that they had? And so when I first went back to Yemen, I saw a lot of issues that were happening. There were social problems, but there were also quality problems that were happening along that chain. After going to these different villages, I developed now what we call the Mocha method. How things are produced, manufactured, and distributed should be in a sustainable way that's ethical. I felt that I hit this trifecta of something from my family's heritage, something of social impact, and something that tasted really, really great. And so I was scheduled to attend this coffee conference hosted here in Seattle. And overnight, Yemen went into a regional war, a conflict. I woke up to loud explosions around me. And when I went outside to see what was going on, there were anti-aircraft machine guns. And so I wanted to leave to attend this coffee conference, but they had bombed both civilian airports and both seaports. So we were essentially stuck there. And I had made a promise to my farmers, who had been working with me now this whole harvest and had produced some amazing coffees. And they looked at me for hope. And so for me, I wanted to get to that conference. I wanted to reach those buyers. I wanted them to taste these coffees and to buy them. We had heard stories of the port of Mocha, that there were small shipments going from the port of Mocha to Somalia and Djibouti. It was this place where coffee was first exported to the world. It's a very dangerous route, some of the most pirated waters in the world. I thought about it that night. I looked at my coffee samples. I packed up my bag, and I left without telling my family. I got to the port of Mocha, and there was a small dinghy, 16, 18 feet probably, with a small single motor Yamaha. I got on that boat with my bag and my coffee samples, and we crossed the Red Sea. We went from the port of Mocha and crossed and made it to Djibouti. And I finally made it to Seattle, to this coffee conference. And this is the largest coffee conference in the world. And they're blind tastings, so it's a very objective thing. And over again, the coffee scored the highest. And I remember seeing people's reactions, their eyes lighting up. And it made me feel very proud. The work of these farmers who put their blood and sweat into this coffee. But it means a lot to me and to this company that this cup, this simple thing we have, it can have a huge ripple effect and change the economy of an entire country. Because I always say this, the shortest distance between two people is a cup of coffee.